I think R20 is or should have a much bigger vision and objective. As an extension, as a sideline event of the G20, R20 must be seized of the situation that humanity is facing. In that sense, it's not just a religion-centric event, it is a humanity-centric event. Namaskar. Good evening. What a wonderful 2 days of brainstorming here over human values. I do not know if Pak Yahya and his team realize that what kind of a tectonic force they have unleashed here. I am reminded of a story that John Foster Wallace, the famed American novelist, narrated to students in a college in Ohio. 2 fish, young fish, were swimming along a river. In the opposite direction was coming an older fish. They bumped into each other. The old fish asked the younger ones, "Hey guys, how is the water?" They continued to swim along. After some time, one of the young fish asked the other, "Hey, what hell is this water?" There's a deep meaning. You live in a country which is kind of a heaven for harmony. Indonesia, Bali, they're examples of harmonious coexistence of different faiths, different religions. Maybe this beauty in which you have been living for many decades and centuries would not give you the real effect that this initiative is going to have on the rest of the world. I wholeheartedly compliment you for taking up this great initiative as part of the G20. What is R20? Is it another interfaith talk shop where each one of us come, sing peons about our religion, pay customary courtesies to other religions, and go back convinced that we are the best? I think R20 is or should have a much bigger vision and objective. As an extension, as a sideline event of the G20, R20 must be seized of the situation that humanity is facing. In that sense, it's not just a religion-centric event, it is a humanity-centric event. Today, mankind is facing myriads of problems. Some are traditional problems, we all know about them. We know about the traditional challenges of disharmony, inter-religious disharmony. We know about wars. We know about terror. These are conventional challenges that the humanity faces. We know about hunger. We know about poverty. But remember, as some of the speakers have mentioned in the last 2 days, the world is facing certain non-conventional challenges also today. For example, we talked about, that Enlightenment thinker Spinoza called nature as God. He said nature is God. Worship of nature is the religion. There was the discussion earlier in the previous session. Nature, which is God, is in danger today. Climate issues, climate change is a challenge that humanity is facing. So is the body, human body, which the great Indian poet Kalidasa said that human body is the first step to enlightenment. Shri Ram Madhav khalu dharma sadhanam. The body is in danger. You do not know what virus comes from where, when, and how. And we are entering an era of artificial intelligence, era of new technologies. You know, this artificial intelligence is already making machines which are more intelligent than human beings, you and me. Hitherto, we believed that we are the most intelligent beings of the creation, of the God's Leela. But you have machines which are more intelligent than us. Google has recently developed a chess game by name AlphaZero. There is no chess player in the world, including Gary Kasparov or Vishwanathan Anand from India, who can stand up to that Google's chess game for more than 2 minutes. That is the level of intelligence of that chess game, that machine. More intelligent machines are coming. Now, the discussion in the psychiatry circles is that today machines have their own mind. Will they also have their own consciousness? Will machines start crying? Will machines start responding to situations? It may sound absurd to us today, but please don't rule out the possibility of humans, the ability of humans to create demons. We are entering into that kind of an era. Friends, the human progress has always involved major challenges like this. It's not the first time that humanity is facing these challenges. But there is an important distinction. The distinction is, in the past, when such challenges faced humanity, or humanity faced such challenges, there were philosophers, there were religious, spiritual leaders who could stand up and guide the mankind in the right direction. Today, we are busy quarreling amongst ourselves. The result is, there are no philosophers today. There is no Plato today. There is no Aristotle today. The religions are quarreling. And the politician, the technocrat, the economist is the new pope of the world. Power, economy, new demigods. We should be today pondering over this big challenge, and R20 should fulfill that big gap that humanity faces. We need philosophers today who have all the wisdom of all the religions. It's the cumulative wisdom of all religions that the R20 should represent, and this, together with leaders of G20, should guide the mankind. Friends, as we come to the end of this wonderful two-day brainstorming, as a representative of India, we will be firstly very grateful to the government of Indonesia, led by the great president of this country, President Joko Widodo, and also the two big organizations, two organizations from the two corners of the Muslim world. From Indonesia, led by Pak Yahya, the Nadwatul Ulema, and from Saudi Arabia, led by another big organization, the Muslim World League. You have created history here in Bali. We are grateful to you for this big start. And this will go to India. Just as Indonesia is a microcosm of the world with beautiful plurality and coexistence, India is also a mosaic of religions and the mothership of spirituality. India is that country where all the world's religions exist, far from persecution. All the persecuted came to India, continue to come and take shelter in India. We have 180 million Muslims in India, 25 million Christians, and the projections go that by 2030, India's Muslim population will be equal to that of Indonesia. We had Muslims as presidents, vice presidents, chief justices of our courts. India is that country where absolute respect for all diversities is not only preached but also practiced and implemented to this day. So friends, as we accept the mantle for organizing the R20 next year, I would like to just conclude by making one humble submission about the Hindu philosophy, which Swami Mitranandaji also very beautifully presented to you. We have, in the last 2 days, talked so much about one God. We all religions must remember that God is one. We in Hinduism have gone just one step forward, not just about one God, but about only God. Whatever is there is God. The whole creation is divine. Welcome to that country which believes that everything is divine. Every path is divine. You are divine, I am divine, animate, inanimate, everything is divine. Sarvam Khalvidam Brahma. And that country which not just tolerates, tolerance is arrogance, not just tolerates, not even just respects, respect is patronizing. It not just tolerates, not just respects, but celebrates the diversity of humanity. We are the people who celebrate this diversity. Come and join us in that celebration next year in India. My thanks to all the organizers. Namaskar.